All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the San Francisco 49ers. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Like 80! I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a handoff. Geis going right. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
17 yards that time and a Washington first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go, here we go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. This is Geis. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check three. Let's go. 8. Check 52.
Now a give, right side. Raymond. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a third down.
Mike, you set 1-8. Gun. I got you, boy. Mike, 55. So we got man. 55 is Mike, guys. 55.
Out of the gun, Newton. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready? 388. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm coming. Kill. 20. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. On second down now, Raymond. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
We got 4.
Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Here we go.
Now after the run by Geis, here's first and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Geis, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo got a man out of the backfield. backfield, it's Chris Thompson. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Here we go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. On the ground, it's Geis. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first. On first down, here's Love. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 18 yards, first down Niners. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Garoppolo. He'll check it down to Geis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
On first down, Raymond. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Raymond. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Gun. Double time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Open man is heard. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check curls. Check 20. Express.
They'll run on first down. Raymond. And he's got some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check it back.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
56. Watch it slap.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
56, right there, 56.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 3rd down, Raymond. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Maher is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result right now.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Marcus May, in there on the coverage. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Returnable for Thomas. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
1st and 10.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Raymond. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Raymond. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Ready? Right there in the middle. 55. I got one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
21. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the...
He's got a man, complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing here, Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together some? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for San Francisco, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.